Hey, summer friends, Olivia here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we're doing the cutest pastry chef's apartment. She's a at-home baker, and so we have a lot of fun with that. Before I get started, I want to say hello to my niece and nephew. If you're watching, I love you guys and I hope you sleep really good. Okay, so we're getting started. It is a one bedroom, a bathroom. It has a full on, like, kind of very home baker style kitchen, a little living room, and then it has a pantry off to the back of the kitchen, which was going to be in my original design, a little sitting area, kind of like a little nook. But as I was building it, I'm like, this would be really great for her at home business of storing all her cake mixes, storing all like pantry kind of stuff, and being able to like spread out whenever she has a lot of orders. So we kind of went with that instead, which I had a lot of fun because there's no shortage of some CC food content at all. So I had fun finding things that actually were alpha CC that looked real, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun with it. So this floor plan is actually mine. I created a new collection, kind of a little side project I've been working on where I'm always going on Pinterest and finding floor plans and layouts and things. And I thought I'm gonna make my own. So I made my very first collection. It's available on my Substack and you can go download them there. There's 10 available like layouts for you to check out. And then there's also a link to my Google Drive if you want to download them as a PDF. Well, anywho, back to the build. I only do shells. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Olivia. This is Build by Babe. I go by that. It's kind of something newer that I'm doing. I've been kind of called myself a lot of things on the YouTube channel. Basically, I'm trying to take it really seriously and rebrand it. So that's why you might see Olivia Halston or I think Olivia Sims at one point. But I am now calling myself the Build by Babe because I live in build by mode and I'm a babe. No, just kidding. I'm not. But I am I'm just, I'm a girl and I like to have fun. So that's why I came up with that. So anyway, it fits. I feel like it does. So welcome to it. I only do shells mostly. I do not do exterior. It would be like a 16-hour video and I really don't want to put anyone through that pain. I'm trying to get better at it, but really, yeah, I just do shells. I will do exterior from time to time, but not very often. This channel, we yap and we build. That's what we do. The Build by Babe. So anyway, welcome. I'm actually really excited. I'm almost to 90 subscribers, which is so cool. Thank you so much for being here. You think, yeah, it's not very many people, but if you were like 90 people in a room, like in my bedroom trying to watch me play Sims, that's pretty cool. So I'll take it. I'm excited. I've definitely put a lot of time into it and I just gonna see where it goes. So anyway, thanks for being here. Well, let's start in the kitchen. This is the heart of the apartment. She's a pastry chef after all, so she spends a lot of her time here. To the right over there was going to be, like I mentioned, possibly, I'm not for sure if I did, but I might have mentioned that in the original design, it was going to be a little sitting nook. Ended up that while I'm doing this, I'm like, you know what? That'd be a really cool pantry. And then I got really deep into it and I'm like, she needs a place for her like business stuff. So it becomes pantry slash work area. I end up putting a pantry that's fully stocked, a refrigerator for her orders, separating it from her home fridge. I know how that is sometimes, trying to separate things. So that was important. And then I put like some surface area for her to spread out. So yeah, it was fun. I ended up doing this entire pastry chef's kitchen and realizing I didn't put a mixer. But I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. The mixer is in the cabinet. The mixer is in a cabinet that you can't see because she's not gonna mix everything by hand. She's a freaking pastry chef. But I realized that because I was going through and writing the Substack for this post for this build, and I'm trying to get better at like writing a Substack after and like kind of doing a little recap and including some of the CC, like the highlights, right? And I'm like, the mixer. Oh, you know what? I did not include a mixer. I downloaded a mixer for it. I just did not. It didn't make the build, which, like I said, it's just put away for the day. She's put it away because I'd actually planned on having it like on display. I know my mixer. I bought it. I've used it twice, maybe. Um, I put mine on display for so long, and then a couple of months ago, I'm like, I'm putting this up. I'll switch it again. Maybe when it's fall, when I like kind of seasonally, kind of sometimes I usually just take everything off my countertops and kind of just redo it every now and then. Maybe it'll end up back there. But for now, It's put away, just like this pastry chef. She put her stuff away for the day. It's in a cabinet and she's cleaning up. Let's go with that. I hope to God you guys can't hear my little desk fan. It is hot here in Kansas City. Like hot, hot. I know it's hot everywhere. And I'm glad I'm not in Texas. I cannot, or even Arizona. When I was in Arizona and I learned what is desert heat. No, when I was in Vegas, I'm like, okay, the hot here is different. I'll never forget the time Robert and I landed. We were going on one of those like tour buses that you can go on the top level. And I'm realizing like no one's on the top level. Like you weirdos, I want to see everything. This is like June midday, and so we go to the top. I'm like, no one's up here. So anyway, we have really good seats. A couple other people, a couple other losers were up there with us. Come to find out, yeah, it's because it's so scorching hot. You feel like you're closer to the sun, and it was so hot. Well, when I went to Texas, same thing. It is so hot there. I don't, oh my God, I hate to even complain about Kansas City being hot, but it is. I had family over on Sunday and we were going to have just family dinner. And like a couple hours before they came, my AC was like, I put it down to 69 and it kept saying 74, 76. I'm like, oh my God, is this air conditioning unit going out? Which, long story short, I did not want it to go out well, duh, no one does, but I don't want it going out because they told us last year that they don't make that unit anymore and they do not make any of the coolant for it anymore. So that was a bummer when I started doing research of how much we should save, which turns out it's $1 trillion. No, but it's expensive and something you need to plan for. So I'm like over here freaking out the entire time. But then I wake up this morning and I'm cold and it was so hot outside. So anyway, all that to say, our AC is fine. Knock on wood. I'm just a little warm right now. So I thought, let me turn my fan on. I just hope to God you can't hear it. But this pantry, let's talk about it. So this actually is a fun thing for me because I've been collecting pantry food for, I don't know, 5 or so years probably. I got really into it a while back of like when I build a house, especially family houses, I'd do realistic food pantries. And so it was fun to kind of like go through and see things and also get new stuff too. There's just not a shortage at all for food in The Sims. There's just not. Creators are doing their thing. I do not know what it's called whenever a creator is the type of person who their style is they do Sims like, so let's say it's Pringles, but they say Sims like whatever that is. They do it in that instead. I don't like that. I'm a very like alpha is what they call it. I learned that not too long ago. Alpha CC person. I like the realism. So all my pantry stuff is realistic, like Duncan Hines, for example, cake mixes and that kind of stuff. It's just fun. I just find it so fun. And I did link those cake boxes and a lot of other things on my Substack post. So if you were on the hunt for some realistic food, I've got you covered. You'll see it in a second, but my hands down favorite CC item of this entire build is the flour. I don't know why, but it's just so realistic in the way that it folds like a flour stack. And anyway, that's my favorite. And the Duncan Hines, like those are good too. They're good. They have so many different types and they have brownie. I mean everything. So it's fun. It's really, really fun. Are you someone who like stocks a pantry like this so that way if you need something you go in and grab it, or are you someone who does like weekly grocery shopping or somewhere in the middle? So for years we were the type of people who tried to get like 2 weeks of groceries at a time and just to like plan it out, like we'd plan out 14 meals or whatever, and then on top of that we would get snacks and stuff, and somewhere along the way we started simplifying so many things. That's funny like how that is, especially if you're a mom and or dad or parent or whatever. You just like find yourself simplifying as much as you can because you don't need anything extra, right? And so I think along the way we're just like, forget this. We're not doing that. We do a weekly grocery shop Walmart order. I'm a Walmart girly through and through, but we do a weekly delivery order and then typically a midweek delivery order of all the things we forgot or we just need, right? So that's kind of our thing. I prefer it than and then Robert like a while back went and got all the crap out of our pantry because we kept buying stuff and we would just put it in front. Like we were never using it and things were expired. And so we realized we really don't use a lot of canned goods anymore. Like things just change, right? So he is so good at organizing pantries. And so he went through and like got rid of just so much stuff. And then we condensed it. So now we have a small section of pantry that we don't even really have a pantry. We're like a pantry on the wall, you know? It's like two it's like the taller one and you can just yeah, it's like that, but like trying to say two doors. Two doors. It's not big, but we end up using that to store like our pans and our plates and stuff. That was actually an idea for my mom. And that way we don't have to bend over and grab stuff. And like our water bottles and stuff is in there, and our some of our overflow of our Stanleys are in there. But now we took the what was used to be plates and stuff, we took that area and it is a small pantry and we just keep snacks on one side, and so we don't get a bunch of snacks. Like we used to be such a snack house. Um Now we're really not. The kids have staples of things they get, but we don't get all the extra stuff anymore. We haven't all summer long. I've noticed that my kids just didn't miss it really, and I thought they would. They didn't really even notice. I buy more snacks for our mailman and our delivery drivers than I do my kids nowadays. I don't know. The summer has just been different. But yeah, just simplifying our pantry's been great. We're not a grocery store. We don't need to have things on hand. And I like that simplifying that so much better. And plus, we like to like keep things fresh. Like for example, we like to go and like sit down and we have a Pinterest board. We all share recipes too, me, the girls, and Robert, and we can like say we want to try this week. We want to try these nachos, and I don't have to like just use stuff from our pantry. We just buy stuff fresh, and also using fresh stuff. We don't use a lot of canned goods. We just don't. And so now we're able to just shop for the week. And I prefer that. I don't know. I just prefer it. But I totally get the whole shop for the month or shop for 2 weeks or whatever. That was a thing for so long. It just made sense then for us. And, you know, things change now. The kids are getting older and the girls might say, hey, let's try this. And I want to be able to try it. We'll say, yeah, I'll try it next week, you know? So it's just been kind of different for us. When the kids were littler, it made sense because they ate the same thing well, they had the same thing until you bought a bulk of it. And they're like, I don't really like that anymore. I always joke about that for like cottage cheese. I would buy a bunch of cottage cheese for the kids, and all of a sudden they're like, "We don't like it." But oh, really? Like you ate so much of it last week? Weird. But anyway, so that's my little rant about how we grocery shop. I'm just curious how people do it because I know it's different, especially how old your kids are. If you're by yourself, my mom, I think she just does weekly grocery orders for herself. She doesn't need to stock up on anything. She doesn't know what she wants next week. You know what I mean? So, and there are things that we keep on stock, things that we use all the time, like Nutella. We'll buy bigger things of that, but everything else, we're out here winging it. So this is that surface I was telling you about. I thought, oh, I'm gonna put like a table in here. First off, it's like it could be used so it's so purposeful. So she can spread out her baked goods when she's doing stuff. She won't feel like her counters are all full of stuff. But also, she can, if she has company over, instead of just eating at the bar, she can bring that table out and like repurpose that. You know what I mean? So it's nice. I was actually at a friend's birthday party over the weekend, and they kind of did that too. They had moved into the cutest, oh my gosh, Tudor style house. So cute. And it's a smaller layout. So like their table, they have one up against the wall that has the type that like can open. I forgot what that's called. I want to say shell, but it's not. I forgot what it's called. Not clamshell either. But anyway, it's the type of table that can fold under. And she was saying that she found it and she loved it because it's like purposeful. If she's crafting, she'll get it out, but she doesn't really need it full time open, only like during Thanksgiving or birthday party dinners, that kind of stuff. So I was like, yeah, I like how it made her living room, her kitchen rather, feel more open. But if she needed it and she had more people, it would, oh, a leaf table, drop leaf table. Yes, that's what my brain was like, hello. Um, so anyway, I really like that. So I thought about that for this. I didn't necessarily do a drop leaf table, but I thought, well, this could be purposeful because it's for her baked goods every day, all day. But like for Thanksgiving dinner or she's having friends over, she could definitely pull that out. That's what I'm going to do too. I found my table in my dining room is just too big for the space. It's great, but it's too big. And so it's just like too wide. I found one once I'm a millionaire. Once I get my life together, I'm going to get it. It has a center that slides in and out. And so everyday life, I'll just have it with the normal for 5 of us. And then when my family comes over, I would love my niece and nephew and everyone to be able to sit with us at once. I can put that middle in and add additional chairs and make it that way. When you build, do you build with the grid on or off? I have a little like weird tick about myself. If it's on, I get itchy and I get mad. So I always turn it off. I don't know. I love The Sims, don't get me wrong, but I like to take everything that is The Sims as much as I can away from The Sims, if that makes sense. I like to build. I don't want all the extra. I don't know why I'm like that. I just don't like building with the grid on. I see a lot of builders build with a grid on. I'm like, and I'll be honest, I really can't watch them. I'm like, I cannot watch you. Turn the grid off. Press G on your keyboard and turn that grid off, girl. Man. No, I don't know why it bugs me so much. I have no idea, but it's always been a thing. I've always been that way. I can't do it. Although I also used to be someone who cannot listen to The Sims music while building, there for a very long time. Now I cannot build without it. I will have a true crime documentary on and The Sims music in my ear. It's just calming to me. If I could fall asleep every night listening to it, I would. I probably could, but I I just I love it. It's like such a vibe. Um, Speaking of TVs and watching things before I fall asleep, we got a new TV in my bedroom and we had to make sure we found one that I could have like my AirPods to it or my earpods, however, whichever one. I have both, but I I hate to admit this, but I cannot hear the TV. It's like so okay, it's so bizarre to even say that out loud. Like you spend all your life making fun of people who like they can't hear. I remember like my grandpa cannot hear. Oh my god, the TV's loud enough. My great grandpa, oh my god, I didn't know him very well, but his when we he passed away when I was in middle school and we really didn't have like the closest relationship, but his TV when we would visit would be so loud watching Price is Right, and you can hear the whole gosh dang everything from the living room. That's how I feel I am now. So the other night I get up and I go to the bathroom and as soon as I walk out my door, I can hear this. I'm like, that's my TV. Oh my god! And it's like, wow, here I am, where I also have to have subtitles on, which would have been like, are you kidding? Yeah, I'm there. And it's really weird. But I have to tell you, I love having headphones to fall asleep to TV at night. First off, I'm not distracting anybody else. I know couples have that hard thing where it's like, that's what's weird. You get with people in relationships and you got to really learn a lot about them. A lot of little things, right? Well, the one thing is I want to ask, like, I don't need to, thank God. But if I was going on a first date, I always joke and say, I'd be like, how do you feel about the TV being on at night? Because it's like the important things. And thank God Robert does not care at all. He doesn't care. He never has. I get it though. There are certain things like him. Now, I wish I could be as sweet as he is and say I don't care on the flip side. He listens to YouTube and it's always a gamer. And I will not mention said gamer, but he's freaking annoying. And so if I roll over and I hear this person and he has the phone like set up on my pillow beside me and just blaring in my ear, I want to take that phone and chuck it across the room. So although he's sweet and it doesn't bug him, it really bugs me. But hey, I just put my headphones on and I just ignore it. The one thing I'll say though about wearing headphones while watching TV at night when you have kids is you always think someone's coming to murder your family. Just like when I'm in the shower and you're like, what was that? What was that? As like you hear all these noises. It's the same thing. I feel like I put my headphones on, I keep putting them off. Like, did someone say something? Robert's like, no. I'll put them back on. It'll be really late, and I'll be like, I wonder if I have to find myself going and check things like 60 times, and there's nothing. But it's just my brain. Like, I hear extra noises, or I hear like footsteps. I'm like, what's that? But it's nothing. But again, with all that aside, having a headphone and watching TV is so much better now that I'm getting old. I can see just fine. I just can't hear. Or I hear just fine, but it's like mumbles, like I'm like, I'm annoyed. I hear every third word. I'm like, what? So anyway, I'm relieved that I can watch TV now and also have headphones on. Now we're in the living room. This is definitely a longer video. I just realized that. I should have said that in the beginning, like grab some snacks, save this for when you have time. It's definitely longer. But this is a living room, and I imagined I really needed to make sure it was comfortable when she got off work. She's going to come in here and want to just melt into that couch and watch trash TV and just hang out. I have such a new appreciation to TV in general. The past like decade, I have been someone who's like, I don't waste my time watching TV. I would even talk trash on people like, I bet they just go home and watch TV. Yeah, it's great, Olivia. It's great. You should try it. Well, I've tried it and I love it. I have so much more time on my hands now that I do not work my corporate job and trying to work my business at the same time. So there are times that I can just stay up late if I want to. I can, in the middle of the day, go watch a documentary if I want to. It's glorious. It is amazing. And I'm sorry for any trash talk I did about trash TV because it's great. And your brain shuts off. You know what I mean? Like, that's such a great thing. It just shuts off. I've been watching Big Brother. I know I mentioned that on a video a while back. If you're following, it's still not great. I want it to be. I want it to be so good. But I will say last night's episode, well, actually it's not last night's episode. We're just getting caught up. But it was wild. They say expect the unexpected, and okay, I wasn't like totally wild, but I was like, whoa, for Big Brother, this is actually really, really crazy. I'm just in a weird part of my life where I feel like I'm like a recovering, and I don't even want to say like, I guess like recovering hustler. I don't know, but like my brain can finally have moments of don't make no mistake. I'm still out here working, but not having to do both is just like so crazy. Like I can't enjoy TV. And again, I'm so sorry for all the trash I talked on people who went home and watched TV. Like I thought you could be doing something like build a business. You could, but you could also just be watching TV on your couch, hanging out, and that is just amazing. So yeah, I'm loving that. I'm watching Deadliest Catch again. I love that show. It is just so good, and I love that it's like all walks of life can love it, from kids to adult. It's just such a good show. I watched that lately. Um, my mom and I are really into like I think it's BBC or something like that. They have like they do the British baking show, but they also do like the American British baking show. They also do the sewing bee, which is people sewing, which is so good. They do like the photography, same thing, but like best photography. There's another one pottery. That's so good too. All those things. It's such a good show to watch. But the best one I've watched lately is the miniature challenge. It is on YouTube. There's a channel called Competition TV, I think, but it's also I think on BBC, and it is basically a show which if you're a Sims lover, you may love this like I do. It is a show that they make miniatures. Like the whole competition is they have a house and then they just make every week is a new challenge and you get voted off. So sometimes, those houses don't get finished, but like it is so good. So good. If you're wanting something new to watch, it's just something that's not super intense, just so cool. And some people are super talented. I just love watching it. There's like 5 seasons or something. There's at least 3 seasons. I know that because I'm on season 3. But it is good stuff. It's back to school time. Oh my gosh. My oldest is going into high school. My middle is going into 6th grade, so middle school. And my youngest has 2 years left in elementary. But it is such a pivotal year for them. And the summer went by fast, but I am so excited for them to get back to school. They deserve it. They deserve making friendships and hanging out and all the things. And I am so here for it. But I'm a little bit stressed out about like back to school shopping and stuff because things are just so hard. I know my mom and dad have the same struggle. It's no different than anyone else, but I just feel like, man, it is so important that kids have things they feel comfortable in. I'm such an advocate for that. I am not the mom that's like, you're going to wear what I get. No, like I want you to feel really good in it. My oldest, when her first year of middle school, and even I think throughout, we would go to the Buckle because they actually offer. I don't know if I'm just late to the game, but they offer when you buy from them, free tailoring. So we did that, and that was like a game changer for us. Like she got things that fit her perfectly. And us, I mean, you spend a little bit more at the Buckle, but you get that. That's amazing. So what they did is they did the measurements, and then you came back later at a different date and picked them up, and they were perfect. And you tried them on, and I'm like, this is amazing. I was so happy. So that's kind of cool. We definitely have like different styles. Like my oldest is like jeans and t-shirt girly, and my middle, the one going into middle school, she's very like, I think it's called scene. It's basically millennials like gothic phase or emo phase basically. And she'll be laughing at me if she hears this, but I think it's called scene. And it's like a lot of just like imagine Y2K got our emo phase, you know? And so anyway, that's kind of like different spectrums, like, my oldest kind of like a old band t-shirt and jeans, and then my middle is yeah, scene. And then my youngest, he still doesn't really care. He just wants to be comfortable. So I see a lot of like sweat sets and like Nike sets again, and that's okay. That's okay. He may have an opinion though once we go shopping. I don't know. Anyway, it's just crazy. It's back to school time. I just can't believe it. Like it was like 3 weeks ago we started classes, got class schedules and stuff. So I felt weird then, and then now I'm like, okay, like we're counting down now. So it's like back to school time. We got their school supply list, and I'm like, okay. Then all of a sudden it's like, okay, here's the back to school night. Like it's just flying. And yeah. Then before you know it, it's gonna be Thanksgiving and then Christmas. It's just gonna be crazy. And then it's gonna be 2027. It's just, yeah. What's up? Things just go so fast. And my oldest will be driving her permit this year. Which at the end of this year, I that's just crazy to me to think that I would. My best friend has a 17, almost 17-year-old now, and her talking about it, I'm like, yeah, yeah. But now that I'm going through it, I'm like, holy crap. Like, okay, she'll be like a permit driver. This is crazy. And then Robert and I were talking about it, and I'm like, she's going to only be here for 4 more years. She may stay, we're not going to be the type to say, get out when you're 17 or whatever, 18. But if they want to, they can stay, which by the way, I told them not too long ago, it'd be really smart if you did, because you could save up and then maybe you can even pay us rent. I would never take rent from them, but I would maybe put that money away and maybe not even tell them. And just when they're gonna move out, like, here's a big fat check, like all the money you thought you were putting into rent, you actually were saving a little nest egg. That's actually not a bad idea. My middle was like, yeah, I'm not leaving, but my oldest is like, I'm getting up out of here. So we'll see. You never know. But yeah, 4 more years left for my oldest. Like, it's crazy. It's gonna go by so quick, isn't it? I just know it is. It's so annoying to me when people say it goes by quick. I'm like, yes, Janet, shut up. But man, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. And I also hate it too. I hate when I do it. I hate when I do it to other moms. I'm just like, shut up, Olivia. But whenever you're like, I'll just wait till you're in this phase. Like, no, lady, I'm in this phase now. I don't want to hear it. Like, I hate that. I hate that I'm the person who's done it so many times. I'm like, would you just stop? But anyway, it's like mom code. You just don't do that. You don't say, yeah, it's going to go by really fast. You just, duh, thank you so much. I thought it was going to go by slow. Like, I finally had use of the shelf. I've been having this in my CC for so long, and it made me feel really happy that it found its home. It was time. It is time for this cute shelf to make its debut. Thank God. And I love it. I see myself using it again, but I've never had a build that needed it, and this little space was perfect. Well, we're almost done. We only have a bathroom left to do. So before I let you go, I just want to say again, thanks for being here. Really, I really appreciate it. I am, like I mentioned, rebranding the channel, trying to find out what sticks, what doesn't. So thanks for being along for the ride. If you dig what I'm doing, for sure go subscribe. That way you don't miss another video of mine. I try to post often. I'm trying to be pretty aggressive with my posting, but I definitely post on Sundays. So again, thanks for being here. And I hope you like the way this all turns out in the end. And I'll catch you next time.
You don't even know me like that. Are you pressed for time? Put you in my mind. Come a little closer like that. Staying up all night, throwing drinks back. Blue eyes smiling while you're cursing. I admit it's working.